Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Friday, June 16th, and the moon is in Gemini. The moon moved into Gemini late last night. Well, not too late, like 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. Meaning that with the sun and the moon in Gemini and a new moon in Gemini coming up, we are in the dark of the moon. This is the day before the new moon in Gemini, which for some is happening late Saturday, and for others, like here on the East Coast, is happening just after midnight, which means for the United States, this new moon happens on the 18th. So we have the moon go over the square between Mercury and Saturn. Yesterday's Mercury-Saturn square felt like we had to work extra hard to get halfway, so to speak. But of course, if you apply yourself with Saturn, even when there are obstacles, all obstacles become stepping stones. So hopefully you were able to navigate that. Today we have a little bit residual of that because the moon today conjoins Mercury and squares Saturn. So it's a little bit more personal today than perhaps collective. We do have a lovely trine today between Chiron and Pallas Athena. Chiron, of course, is the archetype of the wounded healer. She's in Leo. Pallas Athena in Leo. You're going to have your voice heard, and Pallas Athena is the goddess of social justice. What is right, right? What is right? Also, she's the goddess of strategy and the goddess of weaving, crafts, justice. I said that, social justice. Athena was a virgin goddess. She sprung from the head of Zeus, so she came right from his skull. He had a really bad migraine. Somebody cracked his skull open, and out popped Athena. And of course, she is the patron goddess of Athens. So she's always been very an important archetype, especially for what's right, whether you're male or female. But the trine to Chiron can bring healing energy for social justice. So we may hear some good news about something, some social justice issue perhaps today. And of course, Chiron is in Aries. And so, as always, Chiron is both the wound and the healing balm for the wound. So we do have a great opportunity today to do some healing. And I have to say, I think Trump being indicted went a long way for the healing of a lot of people who were really worried that justice wasn't going to happen. And let's see, there was other thing. Oh, and Mercury has a quintile to Neptune today, so magical thoughts coming in, and not just magical thoughts like magical thinking, which is a little bit different than magical thoughts. These are little gems that'll come from spirit, so keep your ears open for that. For those of you interested, I did a Moon Shadows episode with Ona. We did it yesterday. It was a lot of fun, as always, and it was a little chatty because we're dealing with the new moon in Gemini, of course. Luckily, there was one new moon in Gemini. I think it was new moon in Gemini. We talked for like an hour and a half. So we did not do that this time. It's only about 35 minutes long. So if you have an opportunity, check it out. We brought up a lot of different issues with it, and you can see where this new moon in Gemini might be reflected in what you're seeing around you or what you're seeing in your life. So, roses, the rose garden is blooming. So we do have some more roses starting to pop up over here. We have these little yellow ones. These are going to be lovely. And then we have these little red ones. which started to open yesterday. And then this is Gretchen's rose. This is a yellow rose as well. It's not quite ready to bloom. And back there is Boo's rose, and that does not have, I don't see any blossoms on it yet, but that doesn't mean it won't bloom. It's just not quite ready. Not quite ready for prime time. All right, guys. And there's your friend, everybody's favorite, Charlie. Hey, buddy. What? What's the matter? Who sometimes I'm convinced is trying to kill me. You know how you're walking down the stairs in the morning and they're like right there at your ankles? Hard enough walking down those stairs, Charlie. It's an old house and they're really steep. For those of you who live in old houses and know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Well, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Check out Moon Shadows. There's also there will be a shorts coming out about the new moon in Gemini. They will come out tonight if you care. And I'm working on my In the News segment for Jack Smith because we have a birth date and we have a middle name, and that's all I need to get going. All right, guys, take care. Much love. As always, namaste.